And it goes a little something like,
Oh, how can love you all summer and after? Oh, I'll keep you all summer and after. Oh, I'll keep love.
Welcome back, everyone. SkolNBolts Podcast. We apologize for missing a week. I know, very unprofessional of us. It was a hectic week for those who know Cactus and myself. We are employed in the sales business, so Black Friday with Thanksgiving and all that, obviously it was a very busy week for us. We just didn't have any time to get the episode out. And to be honest, it was a week that we don't really want to talk about. Ain't that right, Cactus?
It
was a...
Not particularly.
It wasn't fun, but we do need to address them before we get back to our typical podcast layout. Sunday afternoon, November 20th, the Vikings were riding the hot streak. And then we ran into Dallas at home.
That game, dear God.
Now, I knew that we were probably going to lose a game at some point. But 40-3 at home? Fuck. Brutal.
That's not great.
Not good. I mean, to lose by 37 points at home, obviously we knew that, Dallas was a good team with a strong defense, but oh my God, did our offensive line look atrocious. I mentioned it on the Zaffa Talk videos that I've put out. By the way, thank you everyone who's been viewing those. Really appreciate it. I don't have the exact number anymore, but in the Super Bowl, when Mahomes and the Chiefs faced Brady and the Bucks, Mahomes was pressured on something like 35% of his dropbacks. Something like that. And obviously everyone remembers that game for how bad his offensive line was and him fighting for his life. In that game against Dallas, Kirk Cousins was pressured on 63% of his dropbacks. Yeah, atrocious. Even the Cousins haters couldn't deny that there was nothing he could have done. And
remind me of the Cousin haters when we get to the next week's game.
Oh, absolutely.
I have some words.
I like it. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because we all know there was just nothing good about the game. And I think the game really changed when TJ Hawkinson dropped an easy touchdown, which, would have made it, I think, 7-7 at the time. Not saying that, it would have dramatically affected the outcome, but that kind of set the tone for the rest of the day. And then, yeah, it was horrendous. Everything about that was just pain. And unfortunately, it ended Kirk Cousins' touchdown streak. So that made me sad.
Pain.
Yeah, but that's all I got because that game sucked. And yeah, no fun.
No fun at all.
Yeah, and then the other game, obviously, that we'll talk about from that week is one that you don't want to have to talk about, but we got to address it. Chiefs and Chargers on Sunday Night Football. It was a good game.
It's not like it was a bad game by any means.
Right. It's just the outcome.
Staley being a bitch again and not being his fourth and Staley self like he should be. Just scoring with too much time left. That's it. I mean, you can't give Mahomes that much time to just pick you apart. And
good God, Travis Kelce.
Putting Kenneth Murray on Kelce. What are you doing?
Right.
You're asking for you're asking for pain at that one.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't get it. I don't get why you do that. It seemed like they kind of fumbled the game away themselves.
Yeah, Kelce tearing apart. He's got 12 touchdowns already on the year.
And I will say it again, Kelsey is not the best of all time.
No
He's
argument
not.
here.
Uh,
I know who you're going to say, but my answer would be another Kansas City Chief.
I mean, you can't hate Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah. But you also can't hate Antonio Gates. So.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not
I
saying
don't
that
think
Travis won't be by the
Gronk-
time his career is wrapped up, but as of right now, no, he's not.
I just don't think that, and like even Gronk too. Like they put up amazing numbers, but I just think the game was different. The game is different, and I don't think the play style of Gates, Sharp, Gonzalez.
I was going to say, I don't even know if I put Gronk in my top 3. And,
I mean, shit.
a lot of people would be disrespected by that, but that's just me.
Here's bias, but I'd go Kellen Winslow.
Yeah.
Throw him in there. I mean, shit. Gates and Winslow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game, but it wasn't a bad game by any means. So I can't complain too much. Plus, I got the COVID, so I can't be like yelling and shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. Poor Cactus is got the COVID right now. I'm a little under the weather myself, but I don't have the COVID, thankfully. But so yeah, we'll try to try not to be too boring here, but our energy levels are a little low, but we were like absolutely need to get a podcast out because we were kind of talking about it before we started. It's hard for me to go 2 weeks without Cactus Joe insulting me and talking his shit.
Dumb dick.
But yeah, we just wanted to touch on those two. Vikings game was absolutely horrendous, and I never want to see something like that again. The most deflating loss that I've witnessed in a long time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not going to lie. As a fan, like, I don't remember in recent history watching such a game where it's like, holy shit, you suck. Compared to how your record looks like.
I mean, yeah, we had won 7 in a row up to that point, and then at home to lose in that fashion, yikes. And after that game, I believe we were at a -2 point differential on the season.
Oh my god!
As an 8-2 football team, it's like never in history has anything been like that. Just horrendous. But
that's not good.
That's in the past, and you got to move on from it. That's the big thing. We had a big primetime game coming up. We all know how much Viking fans love primetime. And first off,
do they now?
I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving because I thought all 3 of the Thanksgiving games were pretty entertaining, in my opinion.
I was really hoping the Lions were going to pull that one out.
Yeah, and that team shows so much heart. It's crazy. Yet they keep coming up short. Granted, they had won, 3 in a row up to that point?
We make jokes about the no kneecaps, but the whole kneecap thing is working out. And just because when it doesn't mean it's not good. You got to buy into the vision here.
Right.
There are weeks where you're not going to be able to get the kneecaps, but if you can scratch the thighs and the calves to get to there, you're going to get there.
For sure. Yeah, that team, I think they're very close to being a very good team. And they have taken over second place in the NFC North, which I love to see. And, they played the Bills. And I heard this interesting stat yesterday. The Bills now have as many wins in Detroit as the Lions do because the previous game they played in Detroit because of the snowstorm.
Yeah.
That's a little sad, but so be it.
So it goes.
Yeah, Josh Allen had another pretty decent game. His legs getting it done. 78 yards and a touchdown. Tossed a couple of touchdowns.
Game, but the way he's throwing it the past few weeks.
I'm wondering if that elbow is really affecting him or not.
Yeah, but like an elbow doesn't make you make stupid decisions.
True. And like you look at his turnovers this season, I mean, people make a lot of excuses for Josh Allen, but I mean, he's thrown 11 picks.
Like, I'm just gonna say, the only one, I mean, I don't watch Josh Allen, but the one I remember recently was the Patrick Peterson one, and he threw that. That was just horrible.
Well, both
and
of
then
them,
the one against the Lions, and the one against the Lions, and then almost another one against the Lions to the same person. Horrible.
Yeah, he's turning the ball over, a pretty decent amount. So it's still Josh Allen.
But where's Emmanuel Acho at for Josh Allen? Where's him? Where's his social media arm? I
don't know. I know that you're a big fan of him.
He's such an idiot, dude. He had a total of 20 games he dressed in the NFL for. And you are an analyst? Piss off.
I saw your tweets. Cracked me up.
Yeah, he has more wins than this dude even has games played in the NFL. But he's out here commenting on it. Like, shut the fuck.
Yeah, you said something in the Discord too.
and his book. I'm not gonna say I've never read the book and I don't care about the book. Mm-hmm. But at Target, his voice thing, how to not be a racist, played probably for like 2-3 hours total each shift. And so I heard his dumbass voice that often, and then to see that he's actually a football analyst, and he's that stupid on TV too. Who do we employ?
Yikes.
God, he's just an idiot. I can't stand him, and I'm going to light him up on Twitter more.
Fair enough.
He responds to some criticism tweets, so I'm hoping I can...
You want to get a little action. You want to...
Hope I can get Chaz to respond to me.
You want a little back and forth?
I got Warren Sapp to respond to me one time.
I remember that. I do remember that. That was funny.
For no reason, at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Sapp tweeting at each other.
Yep. As far as the Lions and Bills game goes, good old Jared Goofball. There's something there with him in this team. He's really playing pretty well.
I don't think he was even that bad.
No.
I just think, maybe the tenacity and the excitement.
It just kind of seems
like fizzled out.
It just kind of seems like he's got, the support of the team, definitely the coach. I'm wondering, if, they'll go and possibly draft a quarterback this offseason.
Oh, you
would think.
It depends who's available, honestly, because Goofball's still young enough, and honestly, why would you could, if he's that bad again, just ride him out, pause, and then...
Because the thing is, they're going to get a pretty high draft pick from the Rams.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine if they get 2 top 5 picks?
Right.
because of the Rams dump.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I think this team's got a lot of fight. Honestly, I think that they're the Vikings' toughest test the rest of the season. As far as the rest of our games go, in Detroit, I have that one in 2 weeks as probably our most difficult game. Oh,
shit. Penguins defenseman Chris Letang is out indefinitely after suffering a stroke.
Oh, God.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Not good.
That is not good.
No, that's horrible.
What happened?
A little real-time hockey news coming at you guys. Did it happen during a practice or something?
A stroke on Monday. He's not experiencing any lasting effects of the stroke and will continue to go under test throughout the next few weeks. Okay, at least he's not At least he's, I don't know, because I know sometimes after strokes, I mean, Peter Griffin, for instance, his whole face turned into mush.
Peter Griffin.
That seemed a little insensitive there.
Well, hopefully he'll be
Didn't
all right.
mean that.
No. Hopefully he'll be okay. That's scary stuff. You don't want to see that.
No, never. Where were we? Sorry.
Well, moving on now to the Giants and Cowboys. That Cowboys team, it's going to be tough for them to catch Philly, but 2 games back, they do play them again. They're heating up. Dallas is heating up. And I mean, the Giants, they've lost a couple now. I know we've talked about, Vanilla Vic and all that. I think he's holding them back a little bit because he's just not getting it done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
obviously, he's not that good.
He's thrown 10 touchdowns this season, which, I mean, that's not that great.
What is that, a touchdown a game?
Not even. That's through 11 games.
Oh, shit.
So, I don't know.
Never mind.
Saquon's been playing well. It seems like, Darius Slayton's been playing pretty decent, but Daniel Jones kind of holding them back. They only lost by 1 possession, but, I mean, they had to come back to get it to that. I don't know.
True.
And on the Cowboys side, Dak Prescott he's not balling out either. He's turning the ball over. He balled out against us, obviously, because everyone did. That's pathetic, but I don't know. He threw a couple picks there. Ezekiel
40-3.
Listen, it's time to move on.
40-3.
40-3 at home. Yikes.
You only put up the 50 at home.
So bad.
Man. Did you even show up? What did you guys talk about at halftime?
I don't know.
Hey, Kirk, take those chains off for the rest of the game. You can wear them next game.
Oh,
We're
God.
done.
Yeah, that was.
It got to the point where they pulled the starter.
The worst part is I had to listen to fucking Skip Bayless the next few days, and he was just insufferable.
I totally forgot. Skip is a boy.
Oh, I watch all those guys, and he was insufferable. It was so bad.
Bro, I just 40-3. God fucking damn it.
Yeah. Anyways, back to Thanksgiving. Yeah, Giants, they're kind of declining a little bit. Washington's creeping up on them. They got to win some games if they want to, find a wild card spot. I think right now, actually, the entire NFC East is in the playoffs if it were to start, though. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
We said it'd be the AFC West. Let's ride. We'll get to them, as well as the Raiders.
Let's hide.
But the NFC East, who I said would be a weaker division, they're all in right now. So we'll see what happens. Cowboys picking up another Thanksgiving win over the Giants, though. Yeah. But there was one more Thanksgiving game, and it was a prime-time football game. First time the Vikings have ever hosted a Thanksgiving game. I was hoping for a little throwback jersey, but we didn't get that. But we did get the color rush. So the primetime purple and gold looked good.
Super quick, while you're talking about the jerseys, I know it's going to be also from a different game, but maybe they didn't wear the throwbacks because of licensing rights with Nike and shit.
Yeah.
Because did you see the Sean Taylor thing, the quote unquote statue? How they had the Nike jersey,
yeah,
and then they had Reebok pants. So what I was thinking after I saw that is maybe there's something to do with licensing and what they can put on display and what they can show to fans and shit. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Could be. But I also think that he deserved an actual statue. But
Oh yeah, he deserved a Pat Tillman type statue.
Something.
But we can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that. first thing I want to address. So this is the Vikings in prime time. You know, there's Kirko Chains, and then there's primetime Kirk. Usually that's how it goes. Playing Bill Belichick defense, one of the top rated in the league. I think they were number 1 in scoring defense at the time. And, you know, to put up 33 on them was awesome. But here's where I got to dive in a little bit here. Mac Jones looked fucking elite against us. Mac Jones threw for almost 400 yards against us. Like, bro. Our secondary is garbage. And they're banged up.
Didn't Booth just go down for the season, too?
He did. Thank God we get a Caleb Evans back. Because Danso's still on IR. And Booth was ass against
Booth didn't
Dallas.
Booth didn't seem good.
And I know they're young, but holy shit. Mac Jones threw for 382 yards on us. Talking about Big Mac here. My biggest concern coming into the game was the running game that the Patriots were going to run on us. And we stuffed their run game for the most part. I mean, Stevenson only had 36 yards. Damian Harris only had 16. But Mac Jones carved us apart like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Ooh. That sounded sexual.
It wasn't supposed to.
Well.
But thank God that we got Kirko Chains that night. And
Oh my God.
the best receiver in the game, Justin Jefferson. And Adam Thielen had a very strong day. So 33-26, Vikings go to 9-2. Kirk Cousins, there's one, his interception was bad. And at that moment, I thought to myself, I think I even tweeted, I said, I love Kirk Cousins, but why is it that he always makes these throws in primetime games? Because he airmailed one, and it was easily picked off.
It's to make everyone think he sucks again.
But then
Don't
Kirk
you
came
understand this?
I do. I was frustrated at the time. And this was, so it was Thanksgiving night. I had to work at 5 a.m. the next day, so I was watching the game by myself. I was angrily tweeting a lot. So usually I watch, you know, with family or something, and, you know, I can direct my frustrations with them and we can talk it out. It was just me on my couch. So I think I scared my kids a little bit by yelling, but regardless, Kirk Cousins after that came alive and he became Kirko Chains. 30 for 37, 299 yards, 3 touchdowns. Some of those throws he was making. So obviously Justin Jefferson, as great as he is, everyone talking about, you know, those contested catches that he was going up and making in those games. You can't deny the fact that there is only a handful of guys in the league that can make some of the throws that Kirk was making that night. He was dropping dimes out there to Jefferson, to where Jefferson had another big day, another 9 catches, 139 yards and a touchdown, as well as 9 catches from Adam Thielen and a touchdown. And we got to see TJ Hawkinson get his first touchdown in purple. So, spreading it around, you know, I might get, okay, this one might get a little controversial for
all right.
This might be a hot take for Vikings fans, at least. I personally would like to see more of Jalen Reagor and less of KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne has just not been getting it done for him. He's not winning any routes. He's not getting open. I'd like to see Jalen Reagor get more of a role in the offense. And Reagor had a nice 25-yard reception. He's obviously he's a special teams guy, punt returner. I'd like to see us working more into the offense because KJ Osborne's not getting it done. He had 1 catch for 8 yards. You know, he's not impressing me. Someone that did impress me on the defensive side, one of the few guys that did, was Danielle Hunter. I thought Danielle Hunter had a strong game. He had a big sack at the end of the game that could have been a safety, but guess they ruled him in the grasp, but
He had a
basically killed.
big sack.
Basically killed his big sack. Killed their momentum.
That was
Beyond that, I mean, our defense, yikes.
I mean, honestly, I just wanted to ask the one thing. Why are Vikings fans like bipolar? And I don't know. I was looking at a tweet from some guy, and I started looking at more of his tweets, and I went back. I don't know why I kept scrolling, but I found tweets for like a month, 2 months in a row where it was, get rid of Kirk. I hate Kirk.
Of
Kirk
course.
sucks. Kirk is the worst. Kirk is god-awful. Kirk is this. And then his recent tweet is Kirk wearing all the chains, and then whatever you guys call him, he's like, yeah, that's my quarterback.
Yeah,
And
you
I'm
can't
like,
have it both ways.
I'm like, how does that work? You hated him so badly that you practically made a hate account to tell the Vikings to bench him.
There's so many of them too.
And you guys are annoying.
And here's my thing. So I've stated since the beginning that I am a Kirk Cousins fan. I believe in him. But when he has a bad game, I'll criticize him, sure. But by the start of the next game, I'm, water under the bridge. Let's get the dub. And it's working. An offensive-minded coach, as I was saying, is exactly what he needed. And his numbers aren't even what we're used to seeing from him, but he's getting it done. And, yeah, of course, the meme of, Kirk O'Chains, the Cousins haters, they still like to, grasp onto that. It's like,
Not gonna lie, that I can't stand that now. I can't. It was cool for the first week, and with the whole goofy white guy, it was all cool. And then Heineke did it, and it was like, ha ha, white people are goofy. And then now it's just like, all right, guys, we get it. We're weird.
Hey, Kirk said that his dentist said that he can get him some grills. That's a fact.
If Kirk gets grills, I mean, honestly, I'd be disappointed. Just due to the fact that if he has to go buy himself some grills,
he's got plenty of money.
Instead of Justin Jefferson getting his grill guy, because damn well knowing Kirk is going to go to a dentist, and Kirk's going to be like, dentist, figure out how to do this. And Justin could just be like, yo, fit my guy's mouth real quick. Like, oh god, if he gets fucking girls, dude.
Oh shit.
Where does he live in Minnesota?
I'm not sure.
Midway?
I couldn't tell you.
Hamlin?
Definitely not Columbia Heights.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That would be.
If,
see him at the local grocery store. One thing I did see today was that Kevin O'Connell said that if the Vikings make it to the NFC Championship, he will join in on a Team Gritty. So there's a lot at stake. I need to see that.
You guys are so cringe.
There's some cringe coming out of the Minnesota team.
There's a shit ton of cringe, man.
We're 9-2.
We got our white quarterback going to get fitted for some drills. We got our white coach about to do the gritty. We're
9-2. We're owning the division. We're just excited.
I said the same thing to AJ, and you know what I'm gonna say to you. I can't wait till this comes crashing down.
How dare you say that to us?
I said that to AJ, and I'm saying it to you just because he was annoying when his team was
Hey,
amazing.
how have I been annoying?
I'm not saying you're annoying, but as we just stated, there's so much cringe floating around there
I can't
that
deny
it's it's unbearable. There wasn't cringe that I could smell coming from New York. And I'm closer to New York than I am to you, and the cringe is unbearable from here. So I can't wait till this comes crashing down.
Yikes.
And not saying I hope you guys just lose everything, but I hope you guys end the season barely squeaking in the playoffs off of like a
that's
4-game lose streak.
Here, I thought that we were rooting for a Vikings-Chargers Super Bowl, but apparently not.
It's not gonna happen. God.
We
know it's not happening.
Hey, well, we have a better shot.
I'm not saying you don't. Why do you think I no. I can't. I'm not built that way. I can't. You can't be happy if I'm not happy.
You guys are hanging
God,
on.
I sound toxic.
You sound very bitter. Like you
That's
guys
how
just,
I treat
you guys
all
just won. We'll get to that. But I just want to say, looking at the rest of the Vikings games going forward, the final 6, we got Jets at home. Mike White's going to torch us. Mike White's about to throw for 400 yards. And we're going to win by 3.
He's going to destroy y'all 40-3.
No, we're going to win by 3.
No.
It'll be a one-score game.
No.
It'll
be 3-0.
Ouch. My toughest game for us is the following week at Detroit. They're feisty. And then we got the Colts at home. We got the Giants at home. We got the Packers, who I'm assuming by then will be playing Jordan Love, because I don't know if Rodgers is going to be back this season. We'll see. And then
see why. I feel like I don't know. I don't see them turning to Love as the starter ever, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah. We'll talk about that when we get there too. We can go more in depth. And then the final week is against the Bears, who, I'm just not afraid. I think I like our chances here to
hot take 0-6 over the next 6 games.
That's atrocious that you would even say that. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. But whatever. We're 9-3 or 9-2, excuse me. My God.
9-3. He's already speaking the loss into an existence against Mike White.
So bad of me. But yeah,
fake fan.
Fake fan. It's a great bounce back win on prime time, front of the nation, and yeah, we can build off of this. The 3 boys, Cousins, Thielen, and Jefferson, all got their turkey legs. Cousins ate his. Jefferson did not because he had his grill in. Adam Thielen spit it out on live TV. So, yeah.
If you guys make the NFC Championship, I'll fly to Minnesota.
Hey.
And come do the gritty with you.
Let's go. I've never attempted it. I think I'd be worse than...
We could do it it could be a little podcast video.
We could do our first live video podcast. All right. So that wraps up the Thanksgiving games. And, yeah, they were all entertaining. The Vikings one, obviously, stressful as always, but, an entertaining game. And moving into Sunday, we're going to start out with one that really was not entertaining until late in the game. The Dolphins and the Texans. I mean, the Dolphins jumped out to a 30-0 lead. 30-0. The Texans went with
end 15.
Yeah. They started making a comeback after they benched Tua.
Did they?
Yeah, I was watching NFL Red Zone, and the guy kept cutting back. He's like, "We're going to keep you updated because it's just a 2-score game now, and they haven't put Tua back in." So,
oh my God,
got a little excited.
That guy for Red Zone has the biggest ears ever. Wait, no, that's not him.
Oh, well.
Do you know the guy? I don't know if you'll know him by name, but Andrew Siciliano.
Yeah, I know the name for sure.
He's got ears the size of fucking
Dumbo.
pancakes.
Texans
Yeah.
went with Kyle Allen this week. They benched Mills.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and like, you know, Kyle Allen didn't really look good.
I mean, it's Kyle Allen.
Right.
Not like it's Deshaun Watson.
True. Yeah, and then it's just Tua, played well. He only threw one touchdown, but that's all he needed. Jeff Wilson had a touchdown. They just kind of brought it to him. Not surprising. The Texans are sitting at 1-9-1. So get ready for that number 1 pick.
That's what dude, imagine that. They get all that haul for Watson, and then they're going to get the number 1 pick.
Right. This one was an entertaining game because it's two teams that are fighting to try and win their division. Cincinnati and Tennessee.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Let's talk about Tennessee.
Damn. That was like a tease.
I'm good at that.
The Bengals, I think that they're heating up, and I think that they're capable of making another deep playoff run. I really do.
I think last year was a fluke.
I'm not saying they're going to make it back to the Super Bowl, but I mean, they're winning games without Jamar Chase, and he's slated to come back. So I think they're just going to get better. And without Joe Mixon. Samaje Perine has been playing pretty well in his absence. So glad I dropped him in fantasy the week that he took over.
Ryan.
But whatever. T. Higgins stepping up big for them. Joe Burrow's playing well. And on the other end, I mean, Tannehill played pretty decent. He didn't turn the ball over at least. Henry was kind of shut down, at least in the running game. He did have 79 receiving yards, but only 38 on the ground. There's just too many field goals, I guess.
Still 100 over scrimmage.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
No, it's just, we're used to seeing King Henry.
You know what? You can't get King Henry every time.
No, I know.
He needs rest.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But it was a good matchup. They battled. They kept it even until the fourth quarter. Now they both those teams sit at 7-4, and I think Tennessee's pretty much slated to win their division. The South is kind of a mess. And the Bengals in the North, they're battling with Baltimore, so we'll see what happens there. But
wow, fuck you.
Okay, we could say it. We could say Cleveland too.
No, you didn't hear what I said, Dick.
I did not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said you're the only 10 I see.
That's what I was waiting for. My bad.
I know you were waiting for it, and I had to.
Need to drop it in.
I had to get you a little excited first.
He teased me. So yeah, those two good AFC teams, they'll both make the playoffs, I'm sure. I think Cincinnati getting Jamar Chase back, they're going to be in for another good playoff push. I don't think they go to the Super Bowl again. I just think that there's too many other teams that are going to be in their way, but they'll be a fun team to watch. They'll be fun to watch. A team that's not fun to watch, Broncos country.
I don't even want to talk about the game except for the fact that, Russ, you suck.
Russ got chewed out on the sideline. I don't remember the player, but one of the defensive players. Did you see the video?
Purcell.
Okay, yeah.
Purcell.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I know it's not what was said, but someone dubbed it over, like, where he's yelling at him, and Russell Wilson just turned and says, "Let's ride." It's like almost believable, which is hilarious. But holy shit, what a dumpster
I
fire.
could see Russ doing that.
I wouldn't doubt it. What a dumpster fire. $240 million for 3 and 8.
I read something that they could theoretically cut him on July 1st and only have $40 million dead cap.
I think I read that too.
Just fucking give up on the season and next season and just on the L, John Elway.
Right.
He fucked up.
I mean, they're
John.
the meme of the NFL season. They really are.
Which is crazy because we all thought they were gonna
We thought playoff team.
I thought playoff team.
Yeah. Yeah, painful.
They literally looked like they were just a quarterback away last year.
Yeah. They just lost to Sam Darnold.
Did you see his little roly-poly touchdown?
I sure did. Literally rolling into the end zone. That was great.
like you're rolling down a hill.
Yep. So yeah,
That was
it's
funny.
just, their season's obviously, tanked. It is what it is. The Panthers, that was like a true tank bowl, and the Panthers sitting at 4 and 8. The Panthers are not out of it. They can still win their fucking division.
Falcons division, right?
Yeah.
With the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, but it's theoretically possible.
I mean, it's because the Brownies just beat the Bucks.
Exactly. We'll talk about that one shortly. That one was a fun one. We'll just kind of glance over this one because this one was not very fun. It was Jets and Bears. Bears had to play Trevor Siemian.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't say that was fun. The legend of Mike White came back.
True. But here's what the confusing thing was. Like, prior to the game starting,
Yeah,
they announced
Simeon.
they announced Simeon would not be playing because he hurt himself in warm-ups, and that it was going to be Nathan
Peterman.
and David Montgomery was going to play the emergency quarterback role. And then they announced that Simeon would, in fact, play.
That would have been cool to see Dave Montgomery play quarterback.
It would have been kind of cool, yeah. But, I mean, it was a sloppy, rainy, snowy game, and Mike fucking White, he looks like a legend out there. The cold never bothered him anyway.
Okay.
315 yards and 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. Sheesh. I'm telling you, man. Him and Garrett Wilson, they're gonna attack the Vikings defense, and it's not gonna be pretty.
40-3.
Mike White, it's not gonna be like that. The Vikings are still gonna win. Just
Over or under? How many touchdowns does Mike White throw?
he's gonna throw 2 on us.
Over 7.
Okay, dude. Fuck out of here with that.
He's gonna break the record.
Here's one that you'll like because it's the Commanders and Taylor Heineke beating the Falcons. Sadly, we're Cordero fans, so I kind of root for them a little bit. But again, it was another decent game, and Taylor Heineke once again.
It doesn't even matter how he plays at this point anymore. He's just got to win.
Yeah,
that's it. And it's funny because I'm reading all the Commanders' Twitter because I follow them because I wanted to see how the update on Heineke when is when's going to start, whatever. And so I'm kind of like in it now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a decent amount of people who don't want him to play anymore. And then there are the people who are like, why would you want Wentz? And why would you go throw off what has been going on?
It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
They're 6 and 7. Just come on. You're not going to do any better with Wentz.
They're 7 and 5.
I'm 6 and 7 as of the last 7 games. 6 out of 7, 6 wins. Sorry.
I get you.
Yeah.
And real quick, who did that only loss come to?
Oh,
okay.
I don't really care.
Just making sure.
I just said I'm not a Commanders fan, but
I know. I'm
rooting for-
not. It's not a dig at you. It had to be said.
Yeah, it was way too close of a game to play against Taylor Heineke, my friend. No.
Oh yeah, because when the referee takes out the defender,
there it is.
There
it is.
Who
would have thought the cringe team is gonna blame the refs?
You ran right into our defender, and you would have intercepted the ball, but that's okay. We still won.
Yeah, really close. You know what? This is my opinion with you guys.
Let's hear.
Oh, your games are way too close. That's what I'm saying.
That's everyone's opinion.
You guys are going to come crashing down.
You know what? You might be right, but damn it, I'm going to ride this high for as long as I can.
Ooh, did you hear that?
I did.
We were in unison.
That was pretty good.
God, dude, we complete each other's.
We do.
You didn't
Cordero
even
Patterson.
complete it, Dick.
I wasn't sure if you cut out or didn't say it on purpose. So
Cordero didn't look bad.
No, he didn't look bad. He's having a decent season from aside from the injury.
Oh,
I don't remember if we touched on
he
it.
broke his record. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. Congratulations to him for the all-time kick return touchdowns. Hell yeah, love him. Oh, speaking of kick return touchdowns, Kene Nwangwu for the Vikings had his third of his career, so that was pretty sick.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah,
pretty sick.
Pretty sick. So yeah, Commanders, they hold a playoff spot. They're fighting hard. That's a fun team to watch because they got so much heart. Their running backs are pretty solid.
You know what's funny is their starting running back right now got shot twice at the beginning of this season.
That's right.
Wait, did I say funny?
Maybe.
Oh, God.
It's not funny.
That's not what...
I know you didn't mean it like that. Oh, God.
Hey, dude, you want to know what's funny? Yeah, this guy got shot.
This rookie, before the start of his career that he's been working his whole life for, he got shot. God.
Funny.
Fuck.
Cool.
Yeah, Robinson kind of carried the load, much like another running back who carried the load in overtime. Nick Chubb and the Browns, they beat Tom Brady and the Bucks.
They did. They did indeed.
And you know what? It was another, decently managed game by Brissett. Now here's the question, Mr. Cactus, that we've been talking about a lot. That win.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
Well, it has to be okay because this is happening now. It's real. With that win, I think it saves them enough to have a shot. Cleveland's sitting at 4-7. They got the worst team in the league up next on the calendar, and Deshaun's coming back. His suspension has been served. Jacoby Brissett, hasn't been, great, but sitting at 4-7, he guided them.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
A lot worse.
I think that they lose that game against Tampa. 3-8 is way worse than 4-7 in a tight race for the AFC North. In a game where who knows what's going to happen.
I mean, I think we can all kind of figure what's going to happen.
Yeah, we can, but this season, nothing makes sense. So much is weird this season. Any given Sunday. So now we're going to see Deshaun Watson is officially going to be the starter this weekend. And, controversy aside, this is what Cleveland needs. They need that spark. They got Nick Chubb, who's playing very well, obviously. Amari Cooper has looked fantastic, and Njoku's looking pretty good. And now they got that,
I think he's just gonna change the. I think I realistically think he's just going to come in. They're just going to do good.
Yeah. I mean, my biggest question mark the whole time has been how he will play after missing close to two straight seasons. But obviously, like we touched on before, he's got to be in game shape because he was, in the preseason. And that he, stayed in game shape and game ready during the suspension. So I don't think that'll factor into it. And I think it's just, he gets a hell of a tune-up game. It's the worst team. Granted,
and his former team.
It's going to be a hostile environment, but, I think
that hostile environment, I don't
I know what you want to bring up.
Oh, God.
I know what you want to discuss.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep out of that one because
it's weird. I don't get it, but to each their own.
It's very strange. It is. I feel like some context is important.
I mean, just straight up, 10 of his accusers are going to be at the game in a suite by their lawyer.
It's strange.
It's just weird.
It's strange, and I'm gonna leave it at that. It's a very weird situation,
and I don't know how that plays in for Watson. Does he think that also weird, and does that affect him in a way?
Yeah.
That's what I get what you're saying. Any given Sunday, because this one's definitely a weird one.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is, but regardless, Cleveland's getting their franchise quarterback, coming off a win against Tom Brady and the Bucs. Brady played a pretty decent game, as did Chris Godwin, but they couldn't get it done. Cleveland, they hung around. That running attack, there's a great catch by Njoku at the end of the game that tied it up. Great touchdown catch, one-handed. And then just a great drive in overtime, which capped off with a Nick Chubb touchdown after a big play from Amari Cooper. So they got plenty of playmakers. And obviously on defense, they got guys like Myles Garrett. So, this could be what they needed. It's going to be interesting to watch. I know I will be tuning in to see how that game looks.
Oh, yeah.
And, continuing on with the AFC North and another any given Sunday scenario, fucking Jacksonville and Baltimore. What a game. That's just all I can say is just what a game. Trevor Lawrence looked fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
And that's why that AFC North is so wide open now. The Bengals are 7-4. So are the Ravens now. So I mean, it's going to be tough for the Browns, but they have time where they can maybe come back. They'll need some help, but
how many division games are there left for them?
I'm not sure. It's a good question.
I feel like that'd be an important one there.
Absolutely.
If they have any to where they can gain extra ground in that race, then that's what they're going to need.
For sure. Looking here, they got a game against all three of the division guys still.
Okay.
So they got the Texans, and then after that they got the Bengals, and then they got the Ravens, and then they close out against the Steelers.
They only have 4 games?
No, then they have 2 NFC games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. If they can ring off 3 right there,
that's huge. That would be huge.
I mean, yeah.
So it's possible, and Jacksonville, there's still an outside shot they could maybe catch Tennessee. I don't see it happening, but boy, Trevor Lawrence really looked like the first round pick that people predicted he would be, like that game, that I don't know, playmaker, I guess you could say.
He was just too cocky his first year.
Maybe, yeah.
For
And I mean, he did it without Travis Etienne because he went down early. He had to do it through the air, and Zay Jones, way to step up. You know, it's been Christian Kirk a lot. Marvin Jones had a nice touchdown too, but Zay Jones, 11 catches for 145 yards. And then, you know, getting a little ballsy, who's it, Doug Peterson out there. They score the touchdown, and they elect to go for 2 instead of kick the extra point.
Ew.
Like, who would do that? I'm just kidding, but
Who would do that?
who would do that? But they convert, and 28-27, Jacksonville upset the Ravens, and it was a great game. It really was. That fourth quarter.
Lamar's out here telling analysts to eat dick,
Telling people to eat dick, yeah.
as he should.
I saw a lot of people tried to come down on him for
Not a lot of people.
homophobic rant. But
Not a lot of people.
Okay.
Did you see that ESPN?
NPCs.
Hold on. Did you see that ESPN wrote an article saying that he used anti-gay and homophobic and transphobic slurs?
Oh, for
Are
fuck's
you
sake.
fucking kidding me?
For fuck's sake.
And then the ESPN reporter for the Ravens ran with that story too and kept Lamar. He's putting out these kind of slur. Like, shut the fuck. He told the guy to eat a dick. What kind of?
He told a guy to eat a dick on Twitter because he's, you know, talking about basically how he doesn't deserve a big contract. Like,
And they're real people. They're not just robots.
like
So,
shut the fuck up, people. My God.
eat dick.
Eat dick. God,
It's just,
so
that's
dumb.
annoying.
Yeah,
I don't even care for Lamar, but that's just annoying.
it is. Moving on to what, in my opinion, was probably the most fun game to watch. Raiders and Seahawks. I mean, they went back and forth. You know, for me, from a fantasy football perspective, Josh Jacobs, you beautiful, beautiful man. Thank you. I mean, just an absolutely insane day for him. 229 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns, and add another 74 yards through the air. Over 300 scrimmage yards. Like, let's go.
Let's ride.
And, you know, Seattle, you know, they've been hanging in there all season. Unfortunately, I think now they're starting to lose their grip on that division. Obviously, San Francisco's taken over the lead. I don't know if Seattle gets it back. I think Seattle, obviously, they're in the playoffs, or in the playoff picture. But I think the NFC West is going to go to San Fran now. Seattle lost its grip on it. And it was such an entertaining game. You know, they went back and forth. Final score of 40-34. It ended on a Josh Jacobs 81 yard, something like that. 81 yards to the house. Pretty sick. And, you know, the Raiders sitting at 4-7. You know, they're definitely on the outside looking in. But
Yeah, thank God.
yeah,
Fuck the Raiders.
it was a fun game to watch, though. I very much enjoyed it, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Have you seen that Uber Eats commercial where the guy's like, I'm famous. Well, not famous.
Oh yeah,
And then at the end of it, he's like, pretty clutch.
I do know what
Pretty
you're talking about.
clutch.
Oh,
That was
God.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, he was pretty clutch.
Oh my God, you could replace that guy in that commercial.
Should I?
You look like a white version of him.
Let's go.
Dude, you have glasses, you have a beard, you both have like rounder heads.
It's true.
And you both said pretty clutch, really like the same.
Maybe I'll.
I'm going to reach out to Uber Eats after this.
There we go. Just tell them, SkolNBolts Podcast.
We should start an Uber Eats restaurant.
Let's do it. That's right.
Out of our houses
Yeah.
with DiGiorno pizza. It's not SkolNBolts, it's DiGiorno.
It's not delivery, it's football.
That's a slogan.
Yep, there it is. Quick, copyright it. Trademark.
I already did.
Let's go. All right, it's your time to shine. Chargers, Cardinals. Tightly contested game.
Oh my. I'm going to be honest. I watched like the first half of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was the day I started to feel super shit.
I was going to say, I know that you weren't feeling good because I texted you right at the end of it.
And I woke up to, they're going for it. Oh, he drops back. Passes Everett. He gets it. I was, holy shit, Staley's back.
Yeah.
Kinda, maybe, hopefully.
Kinda, sorta.
But, Emmanuel Acho, you're dumb? Question mark.
Question mark?
Really dumb. Emmanuel Acho, you're stupid.
Damn.
He still had stuff to say about Herbert after that game.
Yep.
Still had stuff to say. Fuck out of here.
Herbie
3 touchdowns and a win? Fuck you.
274 yards and 3 touchdowns with no picks. I mean, come on.
What else did you want the guy to do?
Right.
He won the game.
He did.
The coach trusted him, and he won.
Exactly.
Honestly, yeah, I can't really talk too much about the game. It's because I slept through a lot of it.
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, to see Staley doing his thing again, that's really nice to see.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because I was watching Red Zone, and when they, flipped it back over to that, they're going for the win. Pretty sick.
I mean, there's still hope. The division, there's no shot at that anymore. But
that's a tough one, yeah.
I mean, there is, but it's not likely with it being the Chiefs, unfortunately.
But I mean, if you can squeak into a wild card spot, like we've been saying, any given Sunday, anything can happen. All he needs a chance.
Bosa's getting healthy. Mike's getting healthy. I feel like I've been saying this for like two months now.
Yeah. Looks like DeAndre Carter had a nice game, though.
Dude, Carter has been such a good pickup.
Yeah.
He's been a good pickup on fantasy, too.
Yeah.
But he wasn't even a receiver in Washington. He was a special teamer.
Right. Yeah,
And this is like the most he's been a receiver in his career.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of it, which is good. And then, yeah, you got Keenan back. Looks like he had a, productive day with a touchdown.
Fucking Josh Palmer.
Yeah.
Josh Palmer. He's been looking good past few weeks. So.
Yeah. And you got Gerald Everett back. So.
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
We play the Raiders next week. So.
And I like you guys in that game. So.
Oh, do you? That's not what you said 5 minutes ago. Or
what?
Hour and 18 minutes ago.
I never said that you guys were going to lose to the Raiders.
I thought you said something.
You're making shit up.
You know what? Fuck off. You said it. Now you're trying to backtrack because the Chargers fans will.
I'm gonna need a receipt.
I'll swat you. You know those Progressive commercials where it's like, "Here's my challenge flag," and let's look back at the replay. I don't have a challenge flag, but I have a good memory. You know what?
You're making shit up there, bud.
Fuck you. 40-3.
Fuck off. Oh gosh.
You see what I put in the Discord after it too? I just went in there and put a guy eating hamburgers. Got a 40 burger.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that now.
I don't think any
heated.
of you guys picked up on it, Like, I understood what I was trying to say. But
I was just so heated at the time that I couldn't think straight. I had freaking, Daniel in there. What's up, Daniel? Shout out with his trolling.
Yeah.
It's like you waited
go
7
Chargers.
weeks to talk shit. But yeah, Chargers. They got hope. They're still alive.
So you're saying there's hope?
There is hope. Don't give up.
I'm gonna give up. Bruins are doing phenomenal this year, so
there you go. I feel like the Saints probably give up too, because they lost 13-0 to San Francisco.
Yeah, that was kind of a boring game, eh?
Yeah, I barely saw any of it because Red Zone didn't care to show it because it was stupid.
Why didn't they want to show it?
Because there was just nothing exciting going on.
Oh, I just found out that my AT&T logins work for Barracuda.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if you want a ticket,
Nice.
oh.
I really don't have much to say on this game. 13-0. They took care of business.
Not that good of a game, yeah.
No one really popped off in any way. I don't know. Niners, they got a lot of talent on that offensive unit and their defense, too.
The offense is confusing. The defense is really good.
The offense is kind of confusing because they're not blowing people out. Like, I don't know. Christian McCaffrey had a pretty quiet day. Debo had a quiet day. Kittle had a quiet day. They're stars. They're not tearing it up by any means, but they're winning games.
All you can ask for.
And I do think that they are a good team. So we'll see. But yeah, that's all I got on that game. It's kind of
great guy.
Boring. Great guy. Another game that was kind of boring. The Chiefs-Rams. Bryce Perkins in for the Rams. Looks like Stafford might be done for the season. Allen Robinson is done for the season.
Dude, literally the worst Super Bowl hangover ever.
Yeah, to go from Super Bowl to 3-8. Yikes.
And to probably not even have your star quarter. I don't know. Just bad.
Yeah.
Just bad news bears all around.
Yeah, bad all around. And it's like, it wasn't like a major, Patrick Mahomes type game. He kind of just didn't need to do much. He threw 1 touchdown and 320 yards, but that's it. So, I don't know. Of course, the touchdown was to Travis Kelce. Playing out of his mind, but the Chiefs, they kind of just put it in cruise control because that Rams offense is so terrible, especially without Stafford and Cooper Kupp and now Allen Robinson. So, yeah,
bad team. Not great guy. Bad team.
Detroit's happy about it. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, why is Detroit happy about it? Because they're gonna get a phenomenal pick.
Yep.
They're going to get some good picks out of it.
Got that right. Sunday night football was a tough one for me because I never, ever want to root for the Packers. But I, low-key I wanted them to win because, it makes getting that number 1 seed more of a possibility. It didn't happen. The Eagles did win, so it is what it is. It was an entertaining game. Say that. What do you think, Joe? Do you think we've seen the last of Aaron Rodgers? No. I don't think so either. But
I don't see that being a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, do you mean in general?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. God, no.
Because
there's no way.
Do you think he retires after the season?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Why would he?
I could see it. I could see it.
He's gonna go to the Raiders. What? He's going to go to the Raiders, and he's going to reunite with Devontae.
Maybe? I don't know.
That's what's going to... That's not maybe. I'm telling you it's going to happen.
Fair enough.
He already told me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you got the inside scoop.
I do have the inside scoop.
It was, interesting. Jordan Love came in, looked pretty good. A lot of people are wondering if the torch will be passed now. It depends. I don't know how serious Rodgers' injury was, but I mean, with the season going as poorly as it is, they really don't have much of a chance. The Vikings can clinch this weekend. Maybe it's time.
With a win.
Yeah, maybe it's time to get Jordan Love some reps. I don't know, because they got to figure out what they're going to do going forward. So it's tough to say. I will say for the Packers, Christian Watson, the rookie, has really come alive these past several weeks. So they got some good stuff going there for them. But the Eagles, they keep winning.
Just keep winning.
I think Jalen Hurts is set up to be MVP potentially.
No, I don't see that happening.
Who else do you think? Patrick?
I don't think they're going to go someone unconventional. I don't know.
I personally, again, I know, biased, but I think that Jefferson should be in the conversation, but it's a QB award. Or even like someone like Micah Parsons should probably be in the consideration. Obviously, will be for Defensive Player of the Year, but I mean, MVP even. He's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's going to come down, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes. I'm sure they'll even still find a way to throw Josh Allen in there, even with his numbers.
Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know about that one.
Three-peat.
Nah.
You don't think so?
I don't, no.
You know how cool that'd be, though?
No. Just no. Yeah, Jalen Hurts had 157 rushing. Miles Sanders had another 143 rushing, plus 2 touchdowns. Shout out to Miles Sanders on my bench. Loved it. Still got the dub, though, so it's okay.
Shout out to him.
Shout out. And yeah, so it's going to be difficult for the Vikings to catch Philly. I do think Philly will take the number 1 seed by the end of it. They have a couple tough games, potentially, that could help the Vikings out. Like this coming weekend, they got Tennessee, and then they got in Dallas on Christmas Eve. So there's a chance, but I don't know. I think Philly's probably going to take the 1 seed. And then for the Monday night game, a game that I really did not watch much of, Steelers beat the Colts. I just don't understand Indianapolis. I don't get them.
Jeff Saturday is just weird.
They don't make any sense. But whatever.
I really want Jeff Saturday to do good.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing wrong with Jeff Saturday. I'd be cool with him doing good, but I don't know. I really can't speak on this game too much because I didn't really watch much of it. Is what it is. They both of them are, Pittsburgh's 4-7, Indy's 4-7-1. It's like,
yeah, who cares?
Who cares? So that was week 12. Week 12. We apologize for missing week 11. Like we said, it was a very busy, strenuous week for us. It's that time of year, but we're happy to be back on schedule again. We got
hopefully
we got a week.
Hopefully, till you catch COVID.
I'll still be okay to do it. I can find a way.
That's what you say now.
Oh,
You're dying.
Week 12. I should calculate all these up at some point and see how many weeks we had where both of our teams won. Just like maybe when the season wraps up, just to see.
Yeah, that'd be kind of yeah.
Yeah, because those are always the fun weeks. So maybe when the season wraps up, we'll look at that and just see, like, in comparison how many weeks we had where both of our teams won.
Where we were both content.
Yep.
And
and
we
then
were both happy.
we might as well run through week 13 real quick. Tomorrow's an
Okay.
interesting matchup. Division rivals, Bills at Patriots. I like the Bills.
Bills.
Yeah. Sunday, another division matchup. Packers at Bears. This one's tricky. Depends if Justin Fields plays. It depends if Aaron Rodgers plays. I'm going to go Packers.
Yeah, Packers.
If Justin Fields plays and Aaron Rodgers does not, then I think the Bears can beat them, but a lot of ifs. Steelers at Falcons. I kind of like Atlanta.
Falcons.
Yeah. Jets at Vikings. Give me the Vikes.
Jets.
I knew you were going to say it. I will say, the legend of Mike White is intimidating against our defense.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think a matchup that everyone's going to be looking at, obviously, is Sauce versus JJ.
Sauce.
Sauce Gardner, Justin Jefferson. That'll be a fun matchup to watch for sure. So
That's just that's Sauce.
Sauce.
What do you want to name your kid? Sauce.
Well, his name's not Sauce.
Sauce. It's just, come on. Can you pass the sauce? He's too heavy to pass him. Like,
14 years old, and they have to carry him to the other side of the dinner table.
God, could you imagine that?
That'd be awkward. Very awkward. Excuse me. Let's run through the rest of these while I'm starting to lose my voice. I can feel it. Not good for a podcast.
No.
Jacksonville at Detroit. That's a interesting matchup.
Detroit.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Detroit at home. It's tough to say.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones Jr., coming back home for a game.
Yeah.
That'd be, I like that matchup. They're two scrappy teams. They're better, they're more entertaining, I should say, than their record suggests. So, could be a good one. Titans at Eagles. I think Philly wins, especially at home. But
Titans at Eagles.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
I
anything.
want Titans, but
So do I. It's just, I don't know if I trust Tannehill.
yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, I think Eagles win. Here's the fun one. The interesting one. Browns at Texans.
Browns.
I gotta go Browns for sure. It's gonna be interesting to watch. Sadly,
Shoot.
it's on at the same time as my game, so that kind of sucks. But oh well.
Well, gosh darn it.
Taylor Heineke taking the Commanders into East Rutherford,
Giants.
New Jersey. Yep.
I got
I like Heineke.
Commanders.
Yeah, I like the commies. Wait.
Left hand up. Yeah, Commanders.
Yeah. Broncos
Commies.
country, let's ride. Ravens at
Let's
home.
hide, cause you guys suck.
Yep.
You
Ravens
guys
taking that one.
suck.
Oh, one thing that I want to address or just touch on about that Ravens-Jacksonville game, I 100% for a second thought that Justin Tucker nailed that 67-yard field
I thought
goal.
I thought he did too.
Like, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Did he do it again? And he came up just short. Solid.
Like there's nothing he can't do.
Yeah, it was so close. I was like wanting Jacksonville to win just because I wanted to see, the upset. But I was like, that'd be cool if he makes this kick. And he almost did. This is a fun matchup. Dolphins at 49ers.
49ers.
That's a tricky one. I like Dolphins. I think that I just think they have their identity found more than San Fran does. But they're going up against a tough defense, so who knows? But yeah, I like Miami. Seahawks at Rams. Give me Seahawks.
Seahawks, yeah.
Yeah. Big division matchup here. Chargers at Raiders.
Chargers.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully.
I think you guys beat them. We'll see. I think
so.
It really depends on Josh Jacobs. Because you said your guys' rushing defense is not that great, right? Like lower.
Yeah. If that's what you want to go with, just not great.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to offend.
Horrendous.
Okay.
It's horrible. It's
like
dog shit.
Like the Vikings' pass defense.
It's so bad for no fucking reason.
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, I like you guys at home, or not at home, but I like you guys beating them with your offense getting healthy again. So.
Yeah, I think we got this.
Yeah. Ooh, 325 time slot has a couple good games. Chiefs at Bengals.
Bengals.
God, oh, that one's tough. I'm picking Cincinnati, getting Jamar Chase back, taking down the Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Nice. And then Sunday Night Football. Ooh, exciting. The Colts at the Cowboys. Give me Dallas all day.
Colts.
Really?
Yeah, I guess.
Monday night.
Just to be different.
Excuse me.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Do I need to call 911?
No. I think we're good.
911? My friend's choking.
Live on the podcast.
And I can't get to him.
I'm too far. It's a long drive.
I could start driving right now, but...
I'll be there tomorrow.
And he'd be dead.
And then final game, Monday. I mean, Saints at Bucks. Give me the Bucks.
Bucks.
It's not a very exciting
Bucks.
game. Yeah. Not the most exciting, but there are some fun matchups coming up here. Bills Patriots tomorrow. I like that matchup. I like the Vikings Jets matchup because I do think it'll be a close game. I like the Jags Lions matchup. I like the story of the Browns Texans is going to be interesting. And then Dolphins Niners, Chargers Raiders, Chiefs Bengals. Good week of football coming up. Very good week of football.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha, bud. There's a bunch of good football coming up here.
Oh, for sure. So,
Good.
Vikings, let's go 10-2. Chargers, I hope you guys get back.
Yeah.
Would it be 7-5? I think. Yeah.
No, God, no.
If you guys win.
Wait, no, I was talking about something else. Yeah, I mean, we'd be right. Like I said, I feel like we're kicking it. We just gotta give it that extra little.
Yeah, and if you guys can get healthy now, can make a push.
That's all that matters.
Hell yes.
Next podcast will be better.
Yeah, I feel like we did okay though. Our energy's a little low, plus a little rust missed, last week's, but we're back and a good week of football coming up.
We're here and we're queer.
Yes.
I just wanted to see how you'd respond.
I didn't know how to.
He said, yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna go rest
Question
my
mark?
voice because I can feel my voice starting to go. Joe, I hope you feel better soon, my friend.
Yes, sir. I
And,
hope I do too. I hope your voice returns in a cool and somber manner.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You guys go ahead and leave a like on the podcast on YouTube or share it on Spotify. Got our Spotify Wrapped today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What
I'll have to
is it?
send it to you. It's pretty cool.
Does it actually say stuff for us?
Yeah, it's all about our podcast.
Really? What?
Yeah, we're played in 2 different countries, which is dope.
Whoa.
And I think it was like 16 people have us in their top 10 on podcasts, and like 5 people have us as their number 1.
Oh, wow.
So thank you to all of you.
Oh, my. Yeah, send me this stuff.
I will. Actually, it's on Twitter.
Is it?
It's on our Twitter. I posted it, so yeah, pretty good stuff.
Oh, you did.
So, yeah, and also, check out the Zaffa Talk series that I started. I finally got that underway on the channel for all of my Viking fans out there. It's mostly what it is right now.
He's trying to leave me in the dust.
I'm not. I just looking to get more content out there.
You hear that, guys? Zaffa's branching off into his own thing.
It's just a reason to get more content out.
SkolNBolts.
SkolNBolts, yes.
Wrapped.
All right, y'all. We appreciate you guys for tuning in each and every week. And we'll see you guys next week for Week 13 breakdown. Let's get it.
Bye.
Bye.
And it goes a little something like